we get started, I want to say thank you for choosing to be here. The fact that you're wanting to listen to me is incredible for me to experience, and I'm really grateful for you. Thank you. Secondly, as I want you to get settled in, we're going to have to start out with this introductory speech with statements for you to know what to expect in this course. And do you really think I'm going to memorize all of this? Which is why I'm going to be talking to you with this, a teleprompter. So if it does start looking like I'm talking into a void, do know I'm doing my best to talk to you. So hey, welcome. It's great you're here. This course is something I've wanted to do for a while. Most of you know me through my YouTube channel, Hillier-Smith, and have seen a vast majority of content that I've edited on YouTube. But that's the problem. The content is on YouTube, where I'm obligated to the rules of the algorithm and play to retention. And so I end up having to make edutainment rather than practical, actual education. Here, we don't have to play by those rules. You've chosen to be here for an extended session with the intent to learn. And now I can give you a lot of time to actually listen and expand on some of the ideas of editing and storytelling. We can take our time here. So thank you for giving me that. And with that, I want to show you something. If you don't know what that is, it's a TARDIS, a transportation device for the main character from the TV show Doctor Who. And that's a Dalek, the main character's worst enemy. I made this video with a flip phone, the devices just before smartphones had their revolution. But for me, this was the first time I discovered making videos. And then something else happened. I went to school the next day and showed this video to my friend, and he laughed. And he called over another friend and he passed him my phone. And he showed the video and he laughed. And it happened again and again. I literally lost track of my phone, but I was able to find it again by following the laughter. I didn't realize it then, but now I've come to understand that at 11 years old, I made something fun and gave it to the world. My first viral video. And I thought, hey, that was kind of cool. I like that. What happens if I do it again? 16 years later, I'm here. Whatever this is. I've come from making silly videos with my neighbor where we have no idea what we're doing to this room where I'm gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing, which is here talking to you. So hey, again, welcome. Thank you for being here. This is a course where I'm going to do my best to share what I know, which I hope can help you learn and discover video editing and storytelling. But I want to be clear, even for me, at this stage, I'm still learning, I'm still discovering, I'm still trying to understand filmmaking and editing myself. I would not in any capacity consider myself an expert, but I've had the privilege of experience to have a reasonably decent idea on how to make good content. I was given frameworks on how to think, concepts of thought processes, and when you don't know what to do, referring back to anchors of inspiration. This entire course is a brain dump of how I like to think, and an encapsulation of what I can understand of what's going on in here. But I can't give you everything that I know, because I'm still trying to figure that out myself. What I'm trying to say is this. If you're expecting that at the end of this course, you'll be able to consider yourself a master editor, a master storyteller, or a master creator, you're gonna be disappointed. If you think you're going to discover retention hacks, that's not here either. What I want to give to you is a mindset, an idea, a creative process, ways to trust your journey in building a story, and trust that your audiences will understand you. Being a storyteller on web content is scary. I know. I guess that's why you're here. Are you not getting your CTR? Are you not getting on recommended? Is your retention low? And I want to challenge that idea and insecurity with something ridiculous. As we know, I've been working for Logan Paul for the majority of my career, and I'm proud to say that a majority of the work me and Logan have created currently has an average of 70% retention. Don't believe me? Here's a graph. And Logan's gonna be pissed that I showed you that, but we are proud of this. This is something that took a lot of trial and error to get to. And I guess you're wondering how we used analytics to get to that number. When I noticed creators started becoming obsessed with numbers and retention graphs, I turned to Logan and I asked, do you ever look at analytics? And do you know what he said? Nah. He told me that he literally never looks at them. Instead of getting obsessed with analytics, Logan and I became obsessed with storytelling. He and I have used the techniques from film and television, and we've achieved the same results as those channels that are obsessed and stalking their analytics graphs. Now I need everyone to listen to this very carefully. Write it down if you have to. There are channels that spend every waking minute obsessing over analytics. And Logan and I got the same results from essentially Googling the hero's journey one time. And if you don't know what that is, that's why you're here. This is why I think we should work smarter and not harder. Don't rely on complicated formulas or retention hacks. Instead, trust your audience and rely on some time-tested storytelling techniques. And that's always been my thing. I've always trusted my audience. And if there's people who don't get it, then that's not the audience I want. It's impossible to make content for everybody. Because when you do, you end up making it for no one. This course is written for you to figure out you, not what the algorithm thinks you are. And so, if you're willing to let me talk to you about my thoughts and processes, thank you again. I really hope I can give you great insight on how to discover how to make great content.